So, what students do you counsel?
I counsel 9th through 12th graders, last names A through C.
What are some frequently asked questions that students ask you?
We do such a wide variety of different types of counseling. So they might say, can I change my schedule for second semester? That's kind of frequent right now. They may ask us about college, a lot of things about college, especially in the fall. They might ask about different career information, and they ask about situational type things that are happening in their lives that we can maybe help direct them or walk them through a conflict. Sometimes class situations, teacher issues, or lack of understanding. Just a wide variety pack of questions.
How many confused seniors have you met for the first time this year?
Confused, or how many for the first time? For the first time, I've probably known most of my seniors that came in, because I see everybody one-on-one in the fall and talk with them about an individual plan for what they want to do with their future. So there might be a couple that I never met before. Confused, a number of them, just because they're trying to determine their life's direction next. So there's probably a lot more of that, even though they feel like maybe at the moment I'm not confused, but as the process goes on, there's just a lot of weight and pressure on them to try to make a decision. So that can cause some confusion for sure.
How long have you worked here?
19 years. This is my 19th year.
How many students do you see on a daily basis?
And it varies. It depends on, we always see kids that have signed in, and then I might do some proactive things and call kids in that I'm following up on. So it might be from 5 to 20.
What's your favorite color?
Yellow.
How would you explain your job?
That we come in each day maybe with an idea of what we want to do, but we never know what's going to walk into our office on that day. So we have to be very flexible, very open to whatever, and I feel like, I've heard and seen every situation. Not necessarily so. There's always those surprises like, wow, okay, that's a new thing. So it's a variety pack, dealing with students, teachers, parents, our colleagues, with a variety of things: academics, social, mental concerns. So it's a variety pack. And I like that. I like coming in and knowing that this is what I'd like to get done, but I'm not sure what's going to walk in my office today.
What do you have to say to the students that you help?
I try to listen more than say. I think I'm here to let them bounce a lot of ideas off, and then to ask questions that make them think and process through whatever they're doing. I try to encourage, build up, sometimes give them a boot in the pants on the way out, because sometimes that's what students need too. They just need that person to saying, I'm holding you accountable. So I can't see there's any pat thing about what I say to students. It's their situation and maybe what they need at that moment.
What do you do in your free time?
In my free time, I'm kind of a voracious reader. I like historic fiction. I'm a sewer. I like exercise, so I walk. We try to spend as much time with our grandchildren and our children all out of state that we can, so we're on the road a bit. Those are my main things.
Why did you become a counselor?
First, I was a teacher, and I was also a coach, and I did a lot of counseling, so to speak, unofficial counseling in my office after practices and that type of thing. And I had an administrator that I think kind of noticed that, and I was kind of working towards a master, but I didn't really know what I wanted to go into. And he kind of suggested the counseling masters, and it was a good fit for me, because it just seemed like I had a connection with students and was kind of doing that anyway.
What is your favorite and least favorite part of your job?
I'd say my favorite part is one-on-one conferencing with students, just really getting to know them, what makes them tick, and also watching that student from 9th through 12th grade. You really see a maturing, a growing, a becoming of an individual. So that would be my favorite. Least favorite, some of the things are very, very heavy, some of the situations, and it's very sad. It's very hard to see that teenagers have to go through things like loss of a parent to death, the anxiety and mental health that some students have to deal with. Those are just really hard situations, kind of heartbreaking to deal with. Otherwise, I'd say there's always a lot of scheduling, which can get a little old after a while. But, we put up with it. It's part of our job.
What did you do over the summer?
Over the summer, I worked on schedule conflicts. So we do have some summer work days, and we traveled a bit as a family, and I garden. I like to spend outside time in my garden growing vegetables.
What advice do you have for any confused seniors?
To just take it day at a time and not feel like they have to make their decision about their life before they end high school. I feel like if students can't quite figure it out, then be open to maybe staying home, doing community college to try to figure things out, or for sure on the major, go in undecided. If you're not absolutely sure, don't worry about it. Just try to relax a little bit more about that, and be open to what the future has to hold. They don't have to decide that moment, that year, that day.
Anything else that you have to say to the students?
No, it's just great to be here at Grand Blanc. We're like a small city, and it's a lot of great people to work with, the staff and everything on a daily basis. So I'm going to continue to, give the best I have to get the best out of them.